see here. Sending out. Whoops. Sending out the Facebook. And putting on headphones. Oh, I forgot about that. Test. And I guess we're good to go.
All right, this Sini-Gang with El Boogie and
Sterno Supernova. So,
we're watching World Cup again, week
Yep.
2 of the World Cup. So, but this one is Costa Rica and Greece. They're in extra time, overtime, if you want to call it. So I won't be as distracted as last week when USA was playing. But because it's overtime, it's still exciting.
yeah. When is the U.S. going to play Belgium? Is that like
Tuesday
okay.
at 4 p.m.
Cool.
Should have had that marked on your calendar
No, I
a
didn't.
week ago.
It's on my DVR, but I just didn't remember offhand. I put it as soon as I saw it. I put it on my DVR, but I didn't recall. And
A true American citizen would have recalled.
Okay, I guess I don't know.
You traitor to the nation.
What was that one? There was some columnist, some Republican chick.
Ann Coulter.
Yeah, what did she say
That
exactly?
bitch.
What did she say exactly? The fact that we like soccer becoming more popular.
Yeah, the fact that soccer is becoming popular is the fact that we're becoming more stupid, and the United States is going on a downfall because we like soccer.
And the fact that I don't know what she said isn't because I didn't feel like reading. I mean, that I didn't read it because I'm ignorant. It's because I tried to read it and I just didn't want to.
She's an idiot.
I didn't want to read it. Just made me feel either angry or just stupid it wasn't worth reading. I just had automatically clicked away from it. I didn't even have to think about it. Just like, oh, this is crap.
I mean, I can't believe people actually like her. I mean, there's nothing I've liked that she's ever written. Her and Michelle Malkin. Do you know Michelle Malkin?
No, I don't know.
Pinay chick.
She's a Pinay chick?
Yes. Disgrace to
Pinay?
humans.
Ouch. I was just gonna go with our race, but you went with our race.
I mean, I know people out there like them.
Okay.
But when you write an article saying, the United States is getting more stupid because of soccer, I mean, I know what she's trying to get at.
What is she trying to get at?
She's trying to get at stuff like, well, one thing, she don't like immigration. That's one thing.
Oh. Yeah.
There's a lot of other stuff that really made
no sense, or just made it look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm surprised you don't know about Michelle Malkin.
The name sounds familiar, but I don't know.
She's like the I mean, she's Republican. I mean, that's her thing. Same thing with Ann Coulter.
I'm not.
I know it's not just about being a Republican.
No,
thing.
I'm just saying I don't identify myself with a Republican.
But I mean, they do.
Okay.
I'm just saying they're political analysts, editorialists, or whatever you want to call them. And their job is to
stir up controversy.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Exactly. It pisses me off.
Yeah, it should piss you off.
I mean, I know a lot of people. I actually have friends that like Michelle Malkin. So.
I mean, has she ever written something that you agreed
No.
with? Oh, dang. That was like no hesitation.
I mean, I read a lot of her stuff, open-minded, but it's hard. It's hard to read when it's sensationalistic journalism or whatever.
I know what you mean. Just to stir something up so they can get ratings or get readers or get whatever.
Clicks, all that.
God.
It's oh. I don't know. No, I lost my.
You lost your flow because you were happy watching World Cup, and I messed you up by bringing up Ann Coulter.
Yeah, I can't believe I just spent 3 minutes on Ann Coulter.
That was way more than you
That
ever
she
expected.
deserves.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just the.
I just
She's
looked at
just
the
a
headline and
troll.
I was like, really?
Well, you should read an article and not just.
Well, no, I tried to. Like I said, I tried to read what she said, and I was like, how could I read what she said without giving her any kind of like click, you know? So I read the article about the article, and then I still didn't want to read it, which is like, nah. So, I mean, like I said, I got the gist. It just started getting worse and worse, and I realized it wasn't worth my time. So, and you know, I'm enjoying soccer right now, especially with with the U.S. progressing as it is, advancing through the tournament, which is
Have you
awesome.
really watched soccer yet? I mean,
Besides U.S.,
yeah.
no.
Did you even watch the U.S. game?
Yeah, I was. Uh, I was actually, I was teleworking that day, so I could actually have the TV on the game while I was intensely doing my work. Not at all being non-productive.
That was a weak game too.
I don't care. Well, I care that we didn't win, but it's cool that we advanced.
So, yeah. Um. Yeah, soccer's going on. You know, basketball.
We're talking about the Heat, Big Three
No,
splitting
no,
up.
no, no, no. I was gonna say basketball has their World Cup. I guess you want to call it. It's called the FIBA World Cup at the end of this year. The Philippines is in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I don't know how many teams are in it and how. I mean, it could be like every nation.
Okay. Honestly, I had no idea. FIBA.
Federation of International Basketball Association. I don't know.
I don't.
I'm guessing. I know the B's for basketball.
I mean, I think I might have heard of it, but I really didn't know that was a major deal.
Yeah, it's the international basketball.
So, does the U.S. have a strong showing in that, or?
Oh yeah, U.S. wins it every time.
I mean, is it one of the things where we don't do professionals, or is it one of the things where we can put a dream team-ish kind of thing together?
Oh, it's sort of it's one of those things that every nation sort of enters to sort of qualify for the Olympics, which is what all the basketball teams are trying to get.
Oh, okay.
To qualify for the Olympics, so you need to like play a certain amount of international basketball games, and this FIBA tournament at the end of this year sort of helps in qualifying for the Olympics, and the Philippines is in it.
And how is the?
I don't think the Philippines ever qualified for the Olympics, but.
How are they looking this year, though? They're looking okay, or?
They just bought a player from the United States.
They bought a player?
Yes. They've been trying to buy players from the United States, and they got one this year.
You can buy players?
Well,
I mean, obviously you can, but
yes, you can.
I don't get it. So you can.
They got this guy. His name's Andre Blatch.
Okay.
Blatch. He used to play for the Washington Wizards. I don't know where he's at now. I know he played for the Celtics.
Is he a young guy or kind of an older guy?
He's probably close to 30, maybe like 27.
He's not one of the guys that we actually saw when we watched the Wizards game.
I don't know which. I've seen him play, but I don't know about you.
Oh. Was he playing when Jordan was on the Wizards?
No, he's not that old.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
He's a bigger guy, but he has no ties to the Philippines.
Is he a center?
For the Philippines, he'll play center. Yeah, he's a center. I think he plays like power forward center.
Okay. I'm actually happy I got that joke. I was like,
there's some rules for the international basketball for FIBA that sort of explain how you can get certain players on your team, and the Philippines is sort of circumventing some rules. And I'm thinking they paid him to naturalize him as or I don't know if it's called naturalizing. Is that what they call it when you become a Philippine citizen?
That's the term for the United States. I would think it's the
same.
same.
Yeah. Basically, you had to have your players naturalized by June 30th to qualify for the end of the year.
How
tournament.
long do you have to be in the country to be
naturalized? Oh, he's never even been to the Philippines. This dude.
He hasn't even set foot in the.
He knows
wow.
the Philippines.
Okay. I thought he was just like.
That's why this is so crazy.
I thought he'd be like he bought a house, he stayed there for vacation. Then
no, it's not like one of those things like you got to live there for for 6 months.
Yeah, that's what I thought you're saying.
No, the Philippines government said, Joe, they put an ad out that said, Joe, anybody want to play for the Philippines?
Wow.
And this dude said, okay, I will. I think another guy, Javali McGee, I think he almost did it. I don't know if he did it or not. Or Javali McGee's pretty famous because he always screws up in the NBA. He's always like on those blooper reels.
Like
I mean, he's pretty good too.
What team was he on most recently?
Oh man, he's played for the Clippers. He played for the Wizards. I don't remember what what he's on now.
This whole thing, is that making the Philippines look bad, or is it just a normal thing in the FIBA?
Almost had a goal. I don't know if it's making them look bad or making the Philippines look smart for.
Okay.
For or is it are they cheating? And yeah, I mean that. I mean, there's a lot of talk about it. A lot of people are saying, it's cheating. You're buying players, which they are.
Yeah. I get
and
that.
then the Philippines are like, it's in the rules. We're playing by the rules.
Wait, so the rules allow it? Then it's not cheating.
Yeah.
if the rules are allowing it, then it's not cheating.
Yeah, but then you can also say it's not in the spirit of international competition.
Is anybody else doing it?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
I think other sports have done it for the Olympics.
Right.
I think women's basketball, not our women's team, but I think other like
Countries.
American. I think Russia has a couple American women on the basketball team. But this was a big one because Andre Blatch is he's a pretty well-known NBA basketball player. I mean, I'm not gonna say he would have made the dream team or the American U.S. team, but he's not a scrub either.
Oh.
So it's I don't know. It's crazy. It's cool. I'm gonna watch. I wish they bought a couple more players, but hey.
If you're gonna do it, just do it right.
Yeah.
Don't go half-assed. And you actually want to get. If you're gonna buy good players, buy good players. I guess. I don't even. This is the first I'm hearing about it. So.
Yeah, I mean, because we know the Philippines is such a crazed basketball nation that they're so crazed that they went out and bought basketball players. Oh, Andre Blatch. The NBA draft was this past week, and a Filipino got drafted, or a kid with a Filipino mom.
Okay.
Jordan Crawford got drafted by the Lakers, my favorite team.
Did you know this kid before he got drafted?
He played for Missouri. I didn't know he was that good to be drafted. He was like 46, drafted 46, which is almost the end of the draft, but
still.
Yeah, I didn't think he was that good. I mean, I've watched him play. I said cool, but I'm glad he got drafted. So.
Do you know how tall is he? How tall he is, or I mean?
He's not very tall. He plays, I think, point guard.
Okay.
I don't know his specifics, but I know his mom's Filipino.
Cool.
So that's something. He's the third person of Filipino ancestry to get drafted, but the other two I don't think got put on the team.
Oh, they didn't make it past
they didn't make it.
Okay.
So I'm hoping this guy makes it. I mean, he might not, but the fact that he's on the Lakers could use players. Like I said, my favorite team. So it's good. I mean, they actually brought in another Filipino dude or another guy from the Philippines to play for to try out for the Lakers. In fact, I hope they bring him on for their summer league or whatever, their developmental league. But there's this dude from the Philippines called Bobby Ray Park.
That doesn't sound very Filipino.
Well, he's been playing in the Philippines. He plays for a Philippine college. I think his mom's Filipino too.
Oh.
His dad used to play in the United States, and then he moved to the Philippines and became pretty big in the Philippine basketball league there. And then Bobby Ray Park, he's actually well known in the Philippines as a good basketball player. I think he played in the PBA there, Philippine Basketball Association. And I mean, he's like a star over there. So he tried out for the Lakers here. He didn't get drafted, but I'm pretty sure he'll probably get picked on or put on some summer league where they can hopefully show off his talents. Just like Jeremy Lin. Jeremy Lin didn't get drafted, but he got put on some summer league teams and then he got picked up. So Bobby Ray Park Jr. is his name. And he's pretty well known in the Philippines. So hopefully he can play in the United States. But that's two people that Filipinos should be looking out for. Jordan Crawford of the Lakers and Bobby Ray Park Jr. I want to say Ray Parker Jr., but
I know. I'm trying to get his name, but it's not.
It's Bobby Ray Park. Bobby
Ray.
Parks. People call him Bobby Parks.
Bobby
Parks Jr.
Bobby Parks, okay.
He was actually supposed to play for Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets here in the United States.
What happened there?
He was recruited by Georgia Tech. When he was recruited, the coach got fired.
Oh, that sucks.
But he had already signed a letter of intent to Georgia Tech. So the new coach was trying to get in touch with him. Turns out he had already bolted to the Philippines, and they could never get in touch with him. So it was like there was never any withdrawal of his letter of intent. He just said they couldn't get in touch with him because he went to the Philippines.
So he signed a letter of intent that he was
to go to Georgia Tech. The coach got fired. Paul Hewitt is his name. He now coaches at George Mason.
So because of the coach got fired, he went to the Philippines. He's thinking that he had no more shot.
I don't know why.
Okay, I'm still a little confused with that part of it.
Well, he did get drafted by this guy, Paul Hewitt, and he was going to go to Georgia Tech. When Paul Hewitt gets fired, he just says, "Yo, screw it, I'm going to go to the Philippines."
That's what happened. Not knowing that the guy still wanted him. The new.
Well, I think the new guy wanted him, but I don't think he wanted to play for the new guy.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And the new guy was like, I can't get in touch with the guy. I mean, the whole athletic department or whatever. They're like, yo, we've been trying to call him, but hey, the people in the Philippines can't find him.
He was hiding out in the Philippines?
Sorta.
Who does that?
He's not hiding out.
I know, but in effect, that's what he was doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I read this article saying, he was a big recruit too. He was highly touted coming out of high school. I think he grew up in the Philippines, then he moved to the United States. I think he moved to Memphis, Tennessee, and played high school for a little bit, and then was planning to play at Georgia Tech, and then become a big name and go to the NBA. But instead, he went to Memphis, then ended up going back to the Philippines, played for the Philippines colleges, I think PBA also, I don't know. But it's funny because I was trying to follow his career, when he got to Georgia Tech, and then when he didn't get to Georgia Tech, everyone was like, "Hey, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go?" And they was like, "Oh, he's in the Philippines." So, this soccer game is about to go to penalty kicks,
Wow.
which is the coolest thing ever, and it's also the worst way to end the game. I mean, I'd hate to lose a game by penalty kicks. I don't know if you saw the other game, Brazil and Chile.
No.
That ended in penalty kicks. This whole thing's in Brazil, right?
Yeah.
The World Cup. If Brazil had lost, the whole country of Brazil would have been burnt down.
What?
They would have rioted. Brazil came inches from losing. Inches. I mean, I sort of want to see another team win. I don't want to see Brazil win, but then I also don't want to see Brazil riot. I mean, when they won, the whole country went into the celebration, like an all-night celebration, which is good. So, who do you think is going to win this? Costa Rica and Greece. We're going into penalty kicks. Just pick a name.
I was gonna say Costa Rica, just out of the hat, picking a name out of the hat idea, because I haven't been paying attention enough to know which team I'm really rooting for, but I'm gonna go with Costa Rica.
I'm gonna go with Costa Rica too, because I've seen some nice Costa Rican chicks.
Well, that's a good reason.
I mean, there's some nice Greek chicks out there too.
True.
There's a restaurant right by here that we never go to that we say we always go to.
The one we pass by when I pass by coming home from work, going to work, yeah.
It's a Greek restaurant.
Is it still, don't tell me it's closing down.
No,
okay.
It's not closing down. But I always hang out I always go to the supermarket across the street from it, or some other store.
Like in a center of the area where we live.
Yeah. and there's a Greek restaurant there. So I always go to some of the other stores, and I see the girls that work there. They're like, picking up, a snack or something
Really?
before they go to, and they're always hot. There's always hot.
Well, then why aren't we going?
I've never been into Greek food, I guess.
Oh.
I mean, they have pizza, but I've never said, "Ooh, Greek food, let's go." We have a Greek festival every year I go to, but I'm never into, like, I don't know.
Honestly, the last time I went to Greek was when we were visiting a friend in California. He took us to a Greek, or in Northern Virginia.
I don't know.
Lou Dog.
Look at this chick crying. I want to see Costa Rica win. So
Okay.
Mexico just lost, though. I'm upset about that. I was cheering for Mexico
Why were you cheering for Mexico?
because we go to a lot of Mexican restaurants around here.
That was the reason.
And if Mexico had won, the Mexicans would have been cheering. Who knows? They would have given away free food.
Oh, we would have gone to a Mexican restaurant after this.
We would have gotten Mexican.
Oh,
and
now I feel bad.
They would have been like, yo.
I mean, I feel bad that they didn't win. So.
They would have been like pouring the drinks out,
Yeah. Oh, crap. That's a good reason.
I like Mexican food.
Me too. Are there any Asian countries left in here?
No, the two Asians that I knew of were Japan and Korea, and they were both knocked out.
Yeah.
All right, Costa Rica just made their first penalty kick. There's 5 of these coming up.
Right.
So exciting.
It's 5 on each side, right?
Yeah, 5 on each side.
Yeah.
And see, this dude just kicked it straight right where the goalie used to be. Because last time you asked, hey, why don't you just kick it far away from them? Man, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. The Mexican restaurants we go to, I don't know. They don't seem that soccer crazy.
I don't want to go now. They might be all depressed.
I know.
I don't want to go to a depressing restaurant. I wouldn't have minded.
I don't want my chef cooking me sad burritos.
Somehow these just don't seem as good. I don't know what the deal is.
I want a happy burrito.
So if Greece wins, we want to go to a Greek restaurant finally?
I don't know.
Do we have Costa Rican? Then we have that. Wasn't that one over? Or was that Colombian?
That's Colombian.
Oh, that's Colombian. Okay, never mind.
I don't even remember the name of it. Starts with a D.
I just know what road it's on, and if I pass by it, I know where to go.
Was that Colombian?
I don't remember. What's
No,
his name?
no.
Brother Butterfly was the one who was. No, you were the one who wanted to go.
Yeah, I'm the one that said, "Hey, let's check this place out."
That's right. It's closest to where he lives, but he didn't suggest that it was you.
I can't even remember the name. It starts with a D though.
I don't have a clue.
Desayuno.
Desayuno.
That means lunch. It's not it. Desorden. That's the name of the place. Let me look that bitch up.
That was Almuerzo.
Desorden.
No, I'm thinking for lunch. I didn't know.
Maybe Desorden's dinner.
Oh. I don't know. My Spanish is really bad.
Or I mean, it's one of the meals. I don't know.
So
maybe I don't know. Desayuno. Maybe that's breakfast.
I don't remember. Oh wow.
I think it's breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, it's breakfast. Like uno. Desayuno means first meal of the day.
All right, sure.
All right. Oh, Desorden is the name of the restaurant we went to, and they are Colombian.
Colombian. Okay. That was a good restaurant.
It was good.
Portions, and they had really good smoothies, and
it was a good place.
I don't know why we haven't gone back there. We just went there the one time.
Because we're never in that area.
Oh, that's true.
Tiny little hidden secret. Tiny little hidden secret. And the funny thing is, when we got there, the waitress starts talking to us in Spanish.
And I actually didn't. I know a little bit of Spanish, but I didn't say anything because I didn't want to be bombarded with Spanish and have to say no. I don't understand you. It was Brother Butterfly that started speaking in Spanish.
I don't remember how it started. All I know is she came to our table and said, "¿Quieres bebido or something. I don't remember. And I think he said C. And all of a
And
sudden,
he's the guy that took French in high school. He's the one that doesn't know Spanish at all. Out of the three of us, he knows the least, I believe.
all of a sudden, she came back and everything was in Spanish, which I I took 5 years of Spanish, so I actually understood the chick.
And I think I took 4 or 5, and I don't remember any of it. So
She started going off. And
yeah,
I didn't understand everything, but I understood. She was like, "Do you guys want an appetizer? Do you know, what else do you guys want?" And and she went off, and I was like, "How does she think that we understand this?
'cause he said
We don't
C.
look we look Filipino. I mean, I've seen Filipinos that kind of look Mexicanish or Latin.
Yeah.
No, we're about as Filipino as you can look." And she went off. So when she gave us the thing, and I said, I actually ordered for me in Spanish. I don't remember what I got. And then she asked, yeah, I ordered first, and then she turned to you guys, and then you guys sat there quietly, and I said, I translated it in English, what she said.
Well, I didn't even try to like pretend I knew Spanish. I was like, yeah, just
Yeah, because you guys sat there quiet because you guys didn't know what she said.
yeah.
And then I translated and I said, "Oh, do you guys want an appetizer or do you want your meal? Or what do you guys want?" And she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you guys don't speak Spanish." And this was like after a few minutes.
I know that was like you didn't
It
want
wasn't just like she just said something.
Well, Spanish is the rapidly spoken language, so she's and you're like don't want to interrupt, and
She said a lot.
you're just like and I'm like someone's gonna have to say something, translate or whatever. I wasn't gonna stop her.
I wanted to see if you guys were gonna stop her.
Well, I mean, you already.
Oh, the dude blocked the shots.
Was that the first block?
Yeah, Costa Rica dude blocked the Greece guy's shot.
Oh.
So I think if Costa Rica makes one more, they're gonna win. But yeah, the chick was going off about, welcome to the store. Hope you guys like it. She said a whole bunch of stuff. And
Okay.
I was actually gonna see if we can do the whole thing in Spanish, but after the first couple of minutes, it was like, nope, she's going off, and she was going off with like an accent also. I mean, with the slang and also,
Yeah.
I don't know all the slang words.
Yeah, we just learn like what's in the textbook when we go to in Spanish class. You don't know the.
Yeah, if this Costa Rica dude makes this shot, Costa Rica wins.
Okay.
But I mean, that was our first time having Colombian food.
I remember liking it. I don't know.
I remember liking it too.
I have no idea what I ordered now. I think about it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I didn't know the names of any of the foods.
Oh, you know what I remember about that? I ordered some piece of like chicken or beef or something. Oh,
yeah.
And it was huge, right?
Everything was huge. I remember that.
And I was like, I'm eating it, and I'm like, holy crap! There's another one exactly underneath. There were two of them.
Yeah, Costa Rica just won. Yeah.
Yeah, Costa Rica. Congrats.
Yeah, that place was good.
Yeah.
El Desorden.
Colombian food, not Costa Rican. Yeah. Colombian food. So, anyways.
There's another place that has Puerto Rican food that I've been trying to go to.
And when you say Puerto Rican food, it means absolutely nothing to me.
Yeah, I don't like.
I have no idea what that means. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I don't have any experience with Puerto Rican food, so I don't know.
Me neither. But then we never had any experience with Colombian food. Because every time I think of this Puerto Rican place, I'm like, you know what? I love that Colombian place. Maybe I'll like this Puerto Rican place.
Where's the Puerto Rican place?
It's right by Animal Jungle.
Oh, okay.
The pet store right behind it.
Look at all the tears of joy.
Tears of joy and tears of sadness. I don't think we have any Costa Rican places around here. I don't know any Costa Rican people either.
Yeah, I don't think I know any Costa Ricans either. I know Ecuadorians. That's pretty much as close as I can get. And I know a half Puerto Rican.
I know a few Puerto Ricans.
Ah.
A few.
So we're in the middle of summer. Summer's full swing, and actually we're obviously the weekend before the 4th of July weekend. For those of you who don't know about this area, we have like Philam Friendship Day every 4th of July weekend, and that's the largest gathering of Filipinos in the area every year. So I'm just, want to give them a plug. If you get a chance, go to Red Wing Park in Virginia Beach and check it out. There's usually free food for, everybody, which is the standard hamburgers and hot dogs and all that stuff and water. But also there's vendors and other Filipino organizations around it. They sometimes can offer you food, especially if you know somebody there. And there's other vendors for, usually there's clothing and knickknacks or travel agencies, depending on what they have this year. But just want to give them a plug. If you get a chance, go to Phil and Friendship Day in Red Wing Park.
And entertainment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, the entertainment.
That's like the biggest thing that people go there for.
Yeah, that's true.
Not you, Sterno, but everyone else.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure who's on the bill this time, but
Mateo, what's his last name? Guidicelli? I don't remember his last name. His name's Mateo. He's you would like him. He's a hot little Pinoy dude.
I'm trying to figure out why you say I would like him because he's a hot little Pinoy dude.
He's a good looking actor, I guess you could say.
Well, I could say, so he's a Filipino actor, so it means he's a singer too, right?
No, but he will probably sing.
Oh, I was gonna say he's like, isn't it like a prerequisite if you're a Filipino entertainer, you're supposed to be able to sing too, even if you don't?
Nah.
It seems that way.
They all like to sing. They all try to. A lot of them try to sing, but not everyone.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, there was a couple. I can't remember who it was. I talked to him, and I was like, "Are you gonna sing?" He's like, "I'm not even gonna try." Who's the other people? I don't think you know. What's his name? Jello. Jello. There's this show on the Philippine channel. About this dude that goes around the United States and interviewing Filipinos around the United States, and Jello is the main guy on the show. He wears like this Afro wig. He was there last year, but I don't think you cared. I said, "Look, there's Jello."
Oh yeah, I remember you pointing him out to me.
I was like, "Look, it's Jello," and you were like, "Okay."
So looking at the poster, Mateo, Jello, Zoe Cruz, Chris.
Zoe Cruz is a dancer out of DC.
Local entertainment, Parks and Recs. Rena Perillo, who we both know. We know her. Nancy and her girls. Okay.
They're a little local.
Yeah, that's another local thing.
Yeah, the only big people are Mateo and Jello, and I guess you can consider Zoe Cruz a big act.
Still, it's good to watch. I'm sure it's more than what they have in the poster than performing.
Are you going?
Yeah, I always go. I mean, I don't know how long I'll stay, but I'm gonna go. I'm actually supposed to be promoting there's another Filipino event that's coming up in July that's trying to connect the second generation with the first generation Filipino in this community. Kind of there was a little bit of disconnect, and we're trying to kind of bridge that gap. So it's going to be a bigger event next year, but there's fundraisers leading up to that bigger event.
And what's the event?
It's
I mean, you can just say there's an event, but
yeah, I'm just.
Is it a concert?
I'm looking.
Is it
no, it's a tasting. It's a food, tasting kind of fellowship type deal. I'm just trying to find the what do you call it? I'm sorry, trying to find the poster that was given to me because I'm not sure if it's official, but I can get some information off of it. They were still in the works when I went to the last meeting, which was yesterday. So
should have a soccer game.
It's called A Taste of Art, and it's going to happen in the Philippine Cultural Center on the 26th of July. And it's going to be showcasing Filipino American and artists and photographers and some Asian fusion type food. And it's going to be wine and beer and all of that. So it should be a good, event leading up to the bigger event, which is supposed to be kind of
a party.
It's a party. It's about the legacy of there's a bunch of Filipino Americans that pretty much paved the way for the community activism and being involved, and we're just trying to get some of the people that maybe either moved out of the area or maybe just fell away from being involved to be more active within the community, or at least come back and reminisce and have a good time. So
That's nice.
yeah, should be good.
I don't think there's that much of a disconnect as you might think. And I think when the younger people grow up, I think certain people will eventually take a leadership role. Nature finds a way.
You got me to the Jurassic Park quote. When you hit the Jurassic Park quote, I'm like, okay, now I don't have to.
But it fits.
I don't have to pay attention anymore once you hit Jurassic Park. I'm like,
It fits. Find me a quote that'll tie that in besides nature finds a way.
you kind of forced that in there, and I can't think of anything else now because that quote just, yeah.
You should have a soccer game, old people against young people. Finland basketball tournament's coming up. The annual, I think this is like year 30 or something.
I was still trying to get the idea of the old people versus young people. Where'd you get that idea from? Is that
tying the generation gap? Is that what you're trying to do, right? Tie the generation gap.
Yeah, definitely that's part of it. I mean, like I said, there was that group that paved the way, and you were more active in it than I was.
Yep.
But they're reaching the age where they're trying to pass the baton on to the next group, and they're having a little difficulty finding those people that are stepping up, and that's part of this too. Because they've done stuff. Different groups have like created centers and buildings in the area and have organizations, and it's just that whole thing about legacy is passing on so that it doesn't just fade away into memory, and it actually continues, and it's still like a vital force within the community. So that's basically what it's all about.
Well, like I said, Finland basketball tournament's coming up. That's a big thing. I know it's not to you, but thousands of people show up for that thing. Thousands of Filipinos show up for that. And that one has an age thing. There's a 30, oh, not a 30 and up, a 40 and up league. No, it's a 35 and up in league.
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought it was 35.
There's 35 and up, and then there's actually a 45 and up. But
there's a 45 and up? I didn't know that.
And a 5'10" and under league. 5'10" as in size. It's funny because there's 6 teams in the open league, which means anybody of any size. 6 teams there. There's 20 teams in the under 5'10", and then 6 teams in the 45 and 6 teams in the 35.
Where are they going to hold it this year?
Kempsville Middle School.
Okay.
I'll be there, watching, supporting, cheering. That's like July 12th, I think. Every year. All right, let's do a Tagalog word of the day.
Okay. Well, this is the part of the show where we try to educate our listeners and viewers about the beauty of the Filipino language, but neither Boogie nor I are actual native speakers, so there's a chance we might not get the pronunciation or some other aspect of the word or phrase exactly right. And if that happens, yeah, feel free to let us know. We're just trying to, share the culture, but there's always a chance we're not going to be 100% perfect. So, just it's more for entertainment purposes. So, Bogey, do you have a word?
Let's go with tao.
Tao.
Tao, which means people.
People.
Tao, spelled like tao.
I was gonna say it's not tao when you see it in Filipino. It's tao.
Tao. Maraming tao sa Film Friendship Day.
Yes.
Tao. And also not to be mistaken as with tae.
I knew you were gonna go there too.
Which was like Thai, like Thai bow. I know every time I saw Thai bow, I always thought Thai bow. And every time I see Tao, like the restaurant Tao,
you think Tao?
I always think Tao.
I never think that.
You never thought Tao when you seen Tao?
I think Tao when I see Tao.
See? You just ain't in that mentality.
I guess not.
Tao. I've always called it Tao. The Chinese restaurant called Tao.
Yeah, you're also one that called the paleo diet the
paleo
diet. Made it sound so Filipino.
I know, because
the paleo diet.
That's where I'm at. I'm Filipino.
So let's make Ta'o our
Word of the day. Tao.
Ta'o. So,
Tao.
so is it time for crabbing yet in this
Yep,
area?
I'm going tomorrow morning.
You are.
5 a.m. if you want to join me.
No, I'm working.
I'll be done by 7. What
I'm-
time do you work?
That's true. I could actually do it.
5 to 7. That's what I'm going.
Are they big now?
They're getting there.
Okay.
They're getting there. Last week was the first week. The water temperature was above 70 degrees every day, which is where you want it to be for crabbing.
Right.
Like before that, which is really late in the season. Before that, the temperature was like drifting like 68, 65 degrees. Crabs don't like cold water.
So have you heard, is the population good this year? Or
I don't know. I'll find out
I
myself.
heard different things from different people, so I'm not
It
sure.
don't matter.
Well,
No, because when I'm out there, it could be crap. I'm going to catch something. I'm going to catch a lot.
oh, so you're talking trash about your crabbing.
I'm not talking trash. I'm talking fact. Yeah, I'm going crabbing.
Okay.
5 a.m. in the morning. I actually want to stop by Walmart later and grab some
Traps?
string and weights.
Oh.
Don't need traps.
I used to do. I know you used to do traps, right? Didn't you? Or that with that brother butterfly.
I have a trap. I have one trap.
You ever
but no.
thought about doing the whole GoPro thing where you put it in the trap?
Yeah, I'm the one that said, "Hey, I'm gonna put this GoPro in a trap."
Did you do it? You didn't
No,
do it. You didn't-
because I looked online and found out other people do it. But maybe I will do it this year. Maybe I will do it. I've never put my GoPro underwater yet because I'm scared. I don't want to ruin it.
I don't. It's your GoPro. I'm not gonna joke about it, but isn't that the whole point?
Yeah, but
I mean,
still, it says it's waterproof. But when I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know.
can you put your own spin on this whole thing? I don't know. How could you make it different than everybody else?
I don't know. I'm afraid though, because I've seen these GoPro videos of underwater
Yeah.
fishing and all that, and they're always like, "Hey, look, there was a shark."
Oh, you don't want to know.
I don't want to know there's a shark.
It would be a good video though, assuming you don't get
Hell
hurt.
no.
So you mean it was
I'm
like?
already scared to go in the water, and then now I have to find out there's a shark.
And when we say that, we're not like being,
We're in the water.
yeah, we're talking when you go crabbing the way we do it, you're in the water, and there have been shark sightings in the past.
Yeah, I just don't want to know. I'm already.
I understand what you're saying, but I think I'd want to know.
Shoot. The first time we see a shark
I'm just saying,
on
I
a
would.
video, do you think we're ever going back in the water? Never.
I was gonna say that if I see a shark on video, I'm not going back for the rest of the summer.
No, I'm never for the rest of my life.
Oh.
Never. We saw a rat go inside of the Waffle House that we eat at. Are we ever going to eat there again?
No.
No, never.
It was more than one rat, and I'm just waiting for them to tear down the building, and then when they make a new building,
See,
I'll go
that's
back.
the same thing. We went to Waffle House. A week later, they find a rat. We're never ever eating there the rest of our lives.
No, they didn't find a rat. There was the news report about this invasion of rats. There was like 3 or 4.
It was 2 rats. I saw the video.
Was it only 2? I thought it was more.
Yeah.
I thought it was more. Anyway, but yeah, and they had free reign in the place, obviously, because it was after hours. But it was just, I'm like,
It wasn't after hours. It was some dude sitting at the counter. It's a Waffle House. They're open 24 hours.
oh,
They never close. That's the great thing
you're
about
right.
Waffle House.
You're right about. I forgot that. It seemed
So
empty.
you got it all mixed up in your head. Now you had like a infestation of rats.
Well, number one, I thought it was after hours because it was empty, and then I forgot. You're right. It's open 24/7. But
Yeah. I remember the video perfectly.
I remember seeing 2. The way it seemed to me, there was more than 2.
No.
It was only 2. I mean, I only saw 2 at a time, but I just figured it was more than 2 present.
No. In your head, there's 10 rats running around.
Yes. Years ago, there was this video of rat infestation of a McDonald's in New York,
Yeah.
and that I was like, oh my God, it happened again, and we ate there, in this is the Waffle House that's closest to us too, which
Yeah.
sucks.
And you're never gonna eat there again ever, right?
It makes me sick when I think about it.
So if I see a shark in the beach in Virginia Beach, I'm never ever going in the water again. It's one thing to know that there are sharks out there. It's another thing to see it when you're there.
Yeah.
It's like if we had found out, let's say we didn't eat at the Waffle House that week,
Right.
and then we heard there might have been a rat. Then maybe later on in a couple of years, we would have been like, "Yeah, let's go to Waffle House." I'm like, "It's cool."
No. I still wouldn't.
Well, there's been rats at AJ Gators. I can tell you that. We eat there all the time.
Dang it.
Are you never gonna eat there now? I know there's,
Yeah, your whole ignorance is bliss argument is pretty strong. I'm not sure I can refute that.
Well, I can tell you, there's been a rat at this Chinese restaurant. But the fact that we were there and then it was
the week or two prior,
yeah.
we went there 2 weeks in a row, then we were gonna go back maybe later on or something.
No, we went there. We don't even got the facts right.
Or something like that.
We've only been there once.
No, I thought we went there within a.
No, we never went there.
Oh, we talked about it. I remember something like that where it was like a.
We kept talking about it.
Yeah,
we finally decided, hey, let's finally go. And then that was the week they found the rat.
Right.
We talked about it for like a couple weeks straight. We're like, we're gonna go. We finally go. They find the rat that week. We never go back again.
Okay.
And same thing with a shark in the water.
I don't think anybody ever made the rat and shark comparison like you're doing, but I get what you're saying.
He's like, oh, I'll come back next year.
It all started with me talking about a GoPro video in your crab trap, and I don't know. So you're not going to do the GoPro video in your crab trap, I guess?
I might. I might, because then I'm also going to see all the crabs I'm not getting, or maybe I need to work on certain skills. I don't know. Maybe if maybe I'm pulling too fast, or
pulling too fast.
When you pull the trap to close the doors.
I thought you had the one where it goes in the tube and it can't come out. Or
no, I don't have one of those.
Oh, you have the triangle pyramid ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I actually have a square one, but
same idea where it closes up when you pull it.
Yeah, there's doors. You pull the string, the doors close.
Okay.
I don't have
The one I was thinking of was the one where the guy has it. It's like a big box with tubes.
Yeah, that's called a. It's not a cage. Maybe it's a cage, but those you actually need a license for. Those are different because they need to regulate the size of the holes and all this other stuff.
Yeah, little ones have to be able to get out, otherwise then you start messing up the whole population. But anyway, that's a little advanced crabbing if you don't know what we're talking about.
But yeah, I'm doing that 5 in the morning.
Where are you going?
I'm not sure yet.
Oh, okay.
To the beach.
Okay. So you're not going to the locks is what I'm asking.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. All right, we good?
I guess so.
Make sure you visit our website, www.sini-gang.com.
Or email us at thesinigang@gmail.com.
Follow us on Twitter at the Sini-Gang.
Find us on Facebook on facebook.com/thesinigang. So until next time, this is Sterno Supernova.
And this is El Boogie, the Elemental One, saying thanks for listening and see you again now.
Okay, guys, I guess we're going to go ahead and cut off the video. Thanks for watching, and keep checking out for the next broadcast. Have a good one. Bye.